Hey guys, welcome, Hoarder's Garage. Tonight, we're working on this here Kingcraft generator. This is mine. Well, I got it for a good deal a few years back. Anyhow, it's not a very powerful generator, but nothing wrong with the generator. It was running just fine. But I came back from the Portland, Indiana mini bike show, and I had this in the bed of my truck. Well, I sat it outside my shop door, and it sat there a couple days. Well, it got rained on. I figured, this cap's kind of raised up so the rain would run off. Whoops, I just knocked a leaf in there. Uh-oh, I get that. Anyhow, so all of a sudden I went to use it the one day, and it ran and like fired up and died, Like, what the heck? Well, come to find out there's water in the gas, and it's because of this right here. This is a fuel gauge, and it leaks water in around it or through it. I'm not sure. But we're going to try and do something about this, and we're going to come up with a plan and a solution to fix this problem. So if you guys have a generator, this is pretty much like all your Chinese generators, Honda clone generators. They all pretty much, I believe, have this same setup. So if yours don't work, but you can tell right there at the glass, it's got moisture in it. So I'm assuming water's probably going right through here. I bet there's a gasket under here. We need a number 2 Phillips to get that apart. All right, guys. So we got our number 2 here, Phillips head. I think what my plan is here is to make a metal plate, because I never use the gauge anyways. I don't know. We're about to find out. But I think I'm going to use a plate. Cut a piece of aluminum, make a plate, cover it over, put some sealant on it. And I think that's how I'm going to do it, but I don't know. I bet it's going through the gauge, because it's stuck that tank pretty good. I mean, I'm betting it's going right through that glass window. Oh, that fell off. We might be plating this over, huh? So there's your gauge. So, as your tank goes up, this float right here floats up. It makes the red move. But, I think what's happening is it's getting water in it. Look at all this crap in here. All that crap is in that tank. Look at all that red stuff. It looks like paint. Leave it to China to put some paint on the inside of the tank. Look at that. Those are paint flakes. Great. So what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this and trace it on a piece of aluminum, drill some holes, and redo this. Yeah, you can see the paint right here. Why they wouldn't put tape over it before they paint it. See the paint chipping right along the edge of the hole right there? So, that's our problem. If you look down in the tank, see all them paint chips? There is some water in that gas, so we need to get that dried out. But I'm going to work on that. I'm thinking I'm going to just cut a piece of plate, like aluminum plate that's this size. So let me find that. Maybe we can make that up and get that figured out. All right, guys. So here's my blank piece of aluminum I'm going to use to patch this hole up. It fits pretty good on there. So next step we need to get holes in this so we can bolt it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my gasket up here. Now I got some things that are called transfer punches. So I'm going to go get some transfer punches, and we'll set it out here on the table. All right, guys. So hopefully you guys can see well. So these here are what you call a transfer punch. So it's a round rod that you can shove through. Let's say, that was too small, too big. Looks like they're a little bit smaller than a 1/4 inch hole in this gasket. So you can shove it through a hole like so and transfer your indent. So what we're going to do, so we can drill the holes about where we need them, pretty close. I'm gonna eyeball the gasket and kind of line it up. So, look. A center punch. Sorry. So we can drill it. There. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this side, line it up. And we're going to try and get it as close as possible as we can. So, let's see. There we go. So, look closely there, you'll see 1, 2 spots. It looked pretty straight. This plate's not perfect. I cut it out with Sawzall, so I don't have no laser, plasma cutter, none of that. We're gonna make this out of a piece of scrap metal. So I mean, it's like, there you have it. We got our center punch. Oh, see if we can figure out what size hole we need. We'll kind of measure the screw. So let me figure that out, and we'll see if we can drill some holes and countersink them. And if we countersink that just right, I think we'll have enough to go through. So let me get that figured. All right, guys. So I got the plate made. I tried to show you on the drill press. My phone died, so my camera died. So what I did is I started out with this real thick aluminum. It wasn't gonna work. I just thought it looked nice because I could bevel the edges and make it look cool. But I did find this piece of diamond plate aluminum. Countersunk some holes so our screws, when we put our screws through, they sit pretty nice and flush. So we'll have a decent looking screw. I do want to eventually probably get some stainless screws, but what I got is what I got for now. So we got our gasket. I'm gonna get some carb clean. I'm going to clean this. I've got some sealant. I'll show you what I really like to use. All right, guys. Got a rag here, a little brake clean. Get her clean so our sealant here will dry. So what I'm going to use is this 3-bond. Is the brand 3-bond silicone. It's the number's 1211 is the sealant. So it's 3-bond 1211. It's really good stuff. It's great for fuels. Like if you got a crankcase on like an old 2-stroke or something like that. It's really great stuff for that aspect. We use it where I work. This tube I've had for a long time. So hopefully this one's still pretty decent. So I'm going to put a decent bead around this thing. It'll dry. It takes about 12 hours to dry. But it's very good because it's fuel safe. I mean, it won't melt down, break down like fuel, like ultra black or something. Like I said, good stuff. If anybody from 3-bond sees this video and they want to sponsor me with some free tubes of silicone, I'd be glad for that. But it's not paid advertisement. Just found something that works and wanted to pass it on down the line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the gasket into silicone, line her up. Then we'll put a thin layer. Yeah, I put a decent layer. We'll wipe the excess off. I kind of want to make sure we don't have no leaks. No water can get in this thing if it gets left in the rain. That's the problem I've had. The rain kind of gets in it. So I'm going to put a dab on each screw just so we know it isn't going to leak. Alright, so set our plate on there like that. Get a rag here. Get the excess off my fingies. We're going to start the screws and then we'll put a dab underneath them and run them down. Sure, there's a chance a little bit of moisture could get in this way, but I think we'll be doing pretty good. I don't think we'll have too much issue. Yeah, I'm going to take the screw out, put it on the treads. That's okay. We'll just pull the screw back out. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to dab some on the screw, screw back in. Pull this screw back out. Dabble a little bit more on this screw. This one already had a little bit on it. Run our screws back in, kind of center our plate up. You can kind of see it squishing out on the edges. That's how we know we got a good seal. Good stuff. Now, kind of let that dry overnight. We'll let this kind of evaporate out. I kind of wiped it out, tried to get any water out. Let it sit for a day or so and evaporate off. And then this thing will be fixed. So, that'll conclude this video. I mean, kind of show you guys that you can customize anything you want from a generator tank. You can take and custom make something to fix a problem, or I'm sure you could buy this gauge, but I never used it. I mean, when the generator ran out of gas, I put gas in. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like this is probably the cheapest. So there's some moisture in the tank. Ain't much in there. I was taking a rag and shoving her in there. I leave the needle nose down. Yeah, they're over there. Wiping it around. I do have a huge, good-sized inline filter on this generator, so I'm not too worried about it. A little dirt in there. Just trying to get the majority of the water and the gas that's in there out. So what I'm going to do here, let me move. I'm going to take the screwdriver. I'm going to hold that rag in the middle. Now, I'm going to get my needle nose, and I'm going to take the rag out, and this thing will be done. So let me get the rag out, and get the gas filter back in. Alright guys, well, hopefully this generator tank repair / redneck customization, I think once that sealant dries, it'll really seal. I think I'm going to leave the tank cap off, let any water or moisture that's in there evaporate out for the next couple of days. And then fill it with some fresh fuel. I only run recreational fuel in pretty much all my small engine stuff. I just feel like it works the best. Yeah, this will be the video for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you back here next weekend. I got something special. It's a little push mower. It's going to be a good one. Oh, I'm excited. Need a few parts or it would have been this week's video. I had to order a couple things. But as long as I can get the parts in time for next week's video, we'll have that done. So, until next time, like, subscribe, and share these videos with somebody else. But y'all have a wonderful week. And we'll see you back here next weekend. Thanks for watching Hoarder's Garage. And leave a comment. Nobody leaves a comment. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see. You know, I've got a lot of different stuff to work on, but it's like, I don't know what I want to work on. I might work on one of my mini bikes here soon. We're going to do an engine swap on it, get it ready. I'm going to get that ready for Portland, Indiana for the Vintage Motorbike Days. I got some time right now before it comes up where we got to get ready to go. It's in June. Whew, boy, June's going to come faster than we know it. So, y'all have a wonderful week. We'll see you back here next Saturday. Thanks for watching Hoarder's Garage.